young people loved Charlie, and young people hated Charlie. And Charlie went into those places anyway. And these are the words that have helped me. Charlie said, when people stop talking, that's when you get violence.
Young conservatives across the U.S. vowing to finish the fight. MAGA firebrand Charlie Kirk began more than a decade ago. His mission to bring open and thoughtful debate back to college campuses. Joining us now with more is campus reform reporter Emily Sturge. Emily, welcome.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
I want to play something from Erica Kirk showing remarkable strength, calling for young people to carry on Charlie's legacy.
My husband's favorite word in the English language was earn. He would call all of you to be people of action who earn the future America deserves. So to all of the young people who felt inspired by my husband's faith and hard work, all of you already know what Charlie would want you to do.
How do you assess Charlie's impact on young conservatives?
You know, we've talked a lot the past couple days of how much Charlie impacted young conservatives, but I want to branch out. Charlie impacted all students on university campuses. Free speech is dead in the university classroom. Our professors killed it. Students are ostracized for their political and their religious beliefs. They receive failing grades. They receive verbal abuse, harassment, intimidation from their peers. And so when free speech was dead in the university classroom, Charlie Kirk brought it back to the campus quad. And that's exactly why we saw students left, right, and center go stand out in a line in the heat of the day, even skip class, just to ask Charlie Kirk a 15-second question, because those were the questions that they couldn't ask their university professor. Debate, discussion in the classroom, all of that was labeled as politically offensive and incorrect. Students had to seek elsewhere. That's where Charlie Kirk came in. And I'd like to say that students on the left and the right, they learned more from interactions with Charlie Kirk than they ever did from a university professor.
Interesting. Okay, President Trump has spoken about Charlie's impact. Let's play him.
I've never seen young people or any group go to one person like they did to Charlie. He was an unbelievable talent, but he was more, it wasn't really so much a talent. He just really believed it. He just believed it. He loved young people. He wanted to help young people, and he didn't deserve this. He was truly a good person.
There was a big shift in 18 to 29-year-old voters in last year's election, with the president picking up 11 percentage points while Kamala Harris lost 10 percentage points. Is that a sign of Charlie's impact?
1,000%. Charlie worked relentlessly for 15 years to change the culture. And just within the last 8 months of this administration, we've seen Gen Z shift to the right, shift to tradition, family values, marriage, Christianity, Catholicism, all of the above. And I've been asked the question the past couple of days many times of why Charlie Kirk? What was so different about him? Why is he different from President Trump or any other politician? And my answer is always because he was one of us. When we were at those Turning Point USA conventions, I was a student there for many times. Since the age of 15, I've been going to them. Charlie made himself available. He was engaged with us. He was at dinner events with us. He was part of our conversations. He really engaged with us in a way that no other politician did. And Charlie Kirk is responsible for the American dreams of many, many young Americans, including my own. I credit him, Turning Point USA, with all of my lifelong friendships, my connections, even the job I have right now. I learned about it at a Turning Point USA convention, and I'm truly living my American dream because of Charlie Kirk.
This horrific assassination took place on a college campus. Do you worry about colleges and universities backing off from these kind of events due to security concerns?
There's a couple things here. Conservative students are certainly energized and they're fired up. I don't expect them to back down. If anything, I think their fire has been lit, definitely. But I do see the perspective of conservative speakers of nervous to come to university campuses because they are putting their lives in danger. And as a reporter for Campus Reform, I've been calling out campus safety policies for months. The Washington, D.C. schools, those cops aren't armed. They don't have any way of protecting students. Many campuses, I've exposed over 40 universities for refusing to work with federal authorities. They block immigration agents from their campus. And so we need to see improvements to our campus safety policies because students are essentially sitting ducks on a university campus. Charlie's death is the most tragic example of that. It's certainly preventable. And think about it. We protect banks, we protect concerts, we protect football games. with guns. Charlie Kirk would point that out often. Why don't we protect our students? We certainly need to see some changes in campus safety policies.
Emily Sturge, thank you so much for your time and your analysis today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.